15 signs that you should end a relationship according to Stoicism. Have you ever found yourself at a crossroads, torn between holding on to a relationship because it's familiar and letting go because you know it's stifling your growth? It's a hard realization, but sometimes the people closest to us, the ones we've shared laughter, tears, and countless memories with, aren't meant to be part of our journey forever. This is where the ancient wisdom of Stoicism offers a guiding light. The Stoics, with their timeless insights into human nature and the quest for a fulfilling life, teach us that true personal growth often involves making difficult decisions about who we keep in our lives. In this video, we'll uncover 15 signs that indicate it might be time to end a relationship, even if it involves family or friends. This isn't about cutting people out with cold indifference. It's about intentionally curating our lives to include relationships that uplift, inspire, and challenge us to be our best selves. If you're feeling the weight of this decision and the uncertainty it brings, you're not alone. Join me as we delve into Stoic wisdom to find the courage and clarity needed to make these crucial choices, ultimately leading to a life of greater peace and fulfillment. Number 1. Lack of trust. Trust is the bedrock of any healthy relationship. Without it, the foundation upon which your connection stands becomes unstable, leading to constant stress and insecurity. The Stoics, valuing honesty and integrity above all, would argue that a relationship devoid of trust is misaligned with these virtues. Imagine constantly doubting the words and actions of someone close to you. This perpetual uncertainty erodes your peace of mind, something the Stoics cherish deeply. Trust is not just about believing that someone won't betray you, but also about knowing that they respect and value you enough to be truthful. When trust is repeatedly broken, it signals a fundamental flaw that cannot be ignored. It's like trying to fill a sieve with water. No matter how much effort you put in, it never holds. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what we can control, our responses and decisions. Therefore, if you find yourself in a relationship where trust is consistently undermined, it's wise to consider stepping back. Preserve your dignity and seek connections that foster mutual respect and honesty. Remember, a life aligned with Stoic principles is one where your peace and integrity are not sacrificed for uncertain loyalties. Number 2, toxic patterns. Repeated harmful behaviors create toxic patterns that can subtly poison a relationship over time. Stoicism, with its emphasis on self-improvement and resilience, teaches us to recognize and address such patterns with clarity and courage. Imagine being in a relationship where negative behaviors, be it manipulation, dishonesty, or disrespect, become the norm. These behaviors erode the trust and respect that are crucial for any meaningful connection. The Stoics believed in the importance of living a life of virtue and integrity. Persisting in a relationship mired in toxicity contradicts these ideals. It's like tending to a garden overrun by weeds. Without intervention, the weeds will eventually choke out all the good plants. Recognize the signs of toxic patterns and assess whether efforts to change have been effective. If these patterns persist despite your best efforts, it might be time to let go. Stoicism teaches us to make rational, objective decisions for our well-being. Ending a toxic relationship is not an act of defeat, but a step towards preserving your mental and emotional health. Embrace the wisdom of the Stoics and prioritize relationships that reflect the virtues of respect, honesty, and mutual growth. Number 3, emotional drain. Relationships should be a source of energy and support, not a constant drain on your emotions. According to Stoic principles, maintaining emotional equilibrium is crucial for living a fulfilling life. If you find yourself consistently exhausted or burdened by a relationship, it's a clear sign that the connection is unhealthy. Picture carrying a heavy load that never seems to lighten, no matter how much effort you put into it. This is what an emotionally draining relationship feels like. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what truly enriches our lives and to let go of what does not. If a relationship leaves you feeling depleted rather than invigorated, it's time to reevaluate its place in your life. Emotional drain disrupts your inner peace and hinders your ability to engage fully with the world. It's not selfish to seek out relationships that energize and uplift you. In fact, it's a wise and necessary step towards living a life aligned with Stoic virtues. Surround yourself with people who contribute positively to your well-being, and do not be afraid to distance yourself from those who do not. Remember, your emotional health is paramount, and preserving it is a reflection of your commitment to Stoic principles. Number 4, manipulation and control. Healthy relationships are founded on mutual respect and autonomy. When manipulation and control enter the equation, they erode these foundations, leading to an imbalanced and unhealthy dynamic. Stoicism teaches us the importance of self-mastery and living in accordance with our values. Imagine being in a relationship where your thoughts, actions, and decisions are constantly influenced or dictated by someone else. This undermines your autonomy and distorts your sense of self. Epictetus famously said, "No one is free who is not master of himself." Being subject to manipulation or control strips you of this freedom, which is essential for a virtuous life. It's crucial to recognize these signs and take steps to reclaim your autonomy. This doesn't mean acting with cold indifference, but making intentional choices about who you allow into your inner circle. Relationships should empower you, not constrain you. If you find yourself feeling manipulated or controlled, it's a clear signal that the relationship is misaligned with Stoic ideals. Seek connections that respect your independence and encourage your growth. By doing so, you honor your worth and live more authentically according to Stoic principles. Number 5, illusions versus reality. Stoicism at its heart is about acceptance, embracing the reality of our lives and relationships as they truly are, not as we wish them to be. Holding on to illusions in a relationship can feel comforting, but it ultimately detracts from genuine connection and growth. Imagine viewing your relationship through rose-colored glasses, ignoring red flags and glossing over issues. This creates a distorted perception that prevents you from addressing real problems. The Stoics valued clarity and truth, teaching that strength and freedom come from seeing things as they are. Engaging with the truth allows for authentic relationships built on mutual understanding and respect. If you find yourself clinging to a fantasy rather than facing the reality of your relationship, it's time to reassess. This process requires courage and honesty, but leads to more meaningful connections. By embracing reality, you open the door to genuine growth and emotional freedom. The Stoic way encourages us to navigate our relationships with wisdom and discernment, seeking authenticity over illusion. Let go of fantasies that detract from your well-being and strive for relationships rooted in truth and clarity. This alignment with reality fosters deeper, more fulfilling connections and a life of integrity. Number 6, lack of reciprocity. Reciprocity is key to the health and longevity of any relationship. It ensures a balance of give and take where both parties contribute equally. When this balance is off, the relationship becomes fundamentally unsustainable. Picture constantly pouring your energy into a relationship, receiving little to nothing in return. This dynamic leads to feelings of resentment and exhaustion for the giver, while fostering dependency or entitlement in the receiver. The Stoics emphasized mutual support and harmony in relationships. For them, contributing to others' well-being should not come at the expense of one's own. If you find yourself in a one-sided relationship, it's essential to address this imbalance. Begin with open communication, expressing your needs and setting clear boundaries. Encourage the other person to contribute more, both materially and emotionally. Healthy relationships require effort from both sides. Stoicism teaches us to respect ourselves and others, striving for balance and mutual respect. If efforts to restore reciprocity fail, it may be necessary to reconsider the relationship's place in your life. Prioritizing reciprocal relationships is not selfish, it's essential for your well-being. Seek connections where mutual support is the norm, fostering trust and deeper connections. Number 7, failed communication. Effective communication is the lifeblood of any thriving relationship. It allows us to express our needs, share our thoughts, and connect on a meaningful level. Without it, relationships flounder in misunderstandings and frustration. When communication breaks down, it's often a sign of deeper issues. The Stoics valued clarity and reason, encouraging us to approach problems with a clear head and a willing heart. If you find yourself in a relationship where attempts to talk things out lead nowhere, it's a red flag. Failed communication can stem from various causes: lack of trust, unresolved resentments, or differing communication styles. Addressing these issues requires patience and persistence. The Stoic practice of self-reflection is invaluable here. Examine your role in the communication breakdown and strive for honesty and empathy. Create a safe space where both parties feel heard and valued. Listen actively, seek to understand, and respond with wisdom. If communication efforts consistently fail despite your best efforts, it may be time to reassess the relationship. Effective communication is essential for any healthy connection. Prioritize relationships where open, honest dialogue is possible, fostering deeper understanding and connection. Number 8, personal growth. Relationships should support and encourage your personal growth, not hinder it. Stoicism places great value on self-improvement and resilience, teaching us to cultivate environments that foster these qualities. Imagine being in a relationship where you feel stagnant, unable to pursue your goals or evolve. This is a clear indication that the relationship is holding you back. Seneca believed that to live a fulfilling life, we must constantly evolve, learn, and push our boundaries. If your relationship prevents you from doing so, it's a red flag. It's not that every relationship must challenge you to the utmost, but it should at least support your aspirations. Relationships should be like a fertile soil where you can grow, not barren land that stifles your potential. Take time to reflect on why you are holding on to a relationship that doesn't allow you to flourish. Is it out of habit, fear, or misplaced loyalty? Stoicism teaches us to live with intention, choosing connections that uplift and inspire us. If a relationship is inhibiting your growth, it's wise to consider its place in your life. Seek relationships that encourage your development and align with your highest virtues. Number 9, abuse. Abuse, in any form, is a definitive sign that a relationship must end. Stoicism, with its deep respect for human dignity and self-worth, condemns any behavior that violates these principles. Abuse, whether physical, emotional, verbal, or psychological, destroys the trust and safety that relationships should be built upon. Imagine constantly living in fear, your self-esteem eroded by someone who should be a source of support. Stoicism teaches us to recognize our inherent worth and to maintain our dignity and self-respect. Being in an abusive relationship is antithetical to these values. It's crucial to seek help and take steps to exit such situations. This is not a sign of weakness, but of immense strength and self-respect. The Stoics believed in facing challenges with courage and resilience. Exiting an abusive relationship is one of the most challenging yet necessary steps to reclaiming your life and dignity. Seek support from friends, family, or professional services. Healing from abuse is a Stoic journey, reasserting control over your life, reaffirming your values, and rebuilding with integrity. Remember, your well-being is paramount. Prioritize your safety and dignity, and do not hesitate to leave any relationship that compromises these. Number 10, disturbed peace. Relationships that consistently disrupt your inner peace are not worth maintaining. Stoicism teaches us to cultivate tranquility and maintain our equanimity in the face of life's challenges. Imagine a relationship that feels more like a storm than a shelter, constantly disturbing your mental and emotional calm. This is a clear sign that the relationship is misaligned with Stoic principles. Peace of mind is a precious asset, essential for living a good life. The Stoics believed in living harmoniously with nature, including our own nature. If a relationship pulls you away from peace and causes constant unrest, it's wise to step back and reassess. Ask yourself why this relationship disturbs your peace. Is it the other person's behavior, unresolved conflicts, or your own reactions and expectations? Address these issues through honest communication and setting boundaries. However, if the turmoil persists despite your best efforts, it might be time to let go. Ending a relationship that disrupts your peace is not a sign of failure, but of wisdom. Seek relationships that support your tranquility and well-being. In doing so, you honor your journey towards a life of peace, purpose, and profound fulfillment. Number 11, incompatibility of goals. Over time, people can grow in different directions. If your long-term goals and values are fundamentally incompatible with those of the other person, it can lead to ongoing conflict and dissatisfaction. Stoicism encourages living in harmony with your true nature and goals. Imagine being in a relationship where your aspirations are constantly at odds with those of your partner. This misalignment creates friction and prevents both individuals from fully pursuing their paths. The Stoics valued clarity and self-awareness, teaching us to recognize when a relationship hinders our growth and fulfillment. If your goals and values diverge significantly from those of the other person, it's a sign to reassess the relationship. This doesn't mean that every minor difference spells doom, but fundamental incompatibilities can create insurmountable challenges. It's essential to have a heart-to-heart conversation about your respective goals and see if there is a way to align them. If not, it might be time to consider parting ways. Pursuing a life aligned with your true nature is a Stoic ideal, and relationships should support, not obstruct, this journey. Seek connections that align with your values and goals, fostering mutual growth and fulfillment. Number 12, compromising values. Compromising your core values for the sake of a relationship is a price too high to pay. Stoicism teaches us to live with integrity and to stay true to our principles, as these values define who we are. Imagine being in a relationship that constantly asks you to act against your beliefs and moral compass. Over time, this erodes your sense of self and leads to inner conflict. The Stoics believed that living in alignment with one's values is essential for a meaningful life. Betraying these values for the sake of a relationship compromises your integrity and self-respect. It's like building a house on unstable ground. Eventually, everything will collapse. Reflect on whether a relationship asks you to compromise your values. Are you acting in ways that contradict your beliefs? If so, it's a clear sign that the relationship is unhealthy. This doesn't mean you shouldn't make sacrifices or compromises, which are normal in any healthy relationship. However, sacrificing your core values is different. It's a betrayal of your true self. Honor your values and seek relationships that respect and align with them. This commitment to integrity and virtue is the path to a fulfilling life, according to Stoic wisdom. Number 13, lack of respect. Respect is the foundation of any healthy relationship. Without it, trust, love, and genuine understanding cannot flourish. Imagine being in a relationship where you are constantly disrespected, your dignity undermined. This is not just about feeling undervalued, but recognizing that a fundamental aspect of your humanity is being disregarded. The Stoics placed immense emphasis on self-respect and the respect we owe to others. They believed that every individual possesses inherent worth and dignity. A relationship lacking mutual respect is a clear red flag. It's like trying to build a house on sand. Eventually, everything will collapse. Reflect on whether you are being treated with the dignity you deserve. If not, it's time for a serious reassessment. This doesn't necessarily mean cutting someone out of your life with cold precision, but recognizing your own value and making decisions that reflect that. Set clearer boundaries, have honest conversations about your feelings, or if necessary, move on. Respecting yourself and insisting on being treated with respect is not selfish or demanding. It's a reflection of the self-worth that the Stoics believed each of us should cultivate. Prioritize relationships that honor your dignity and values. Number 14, negative emotions. Constant feelings of jealousy, anger, or negativity in a relationship are clear indicators that it is not conducive to your well-being. Stoicism teaches us to focus on maintaining emotional equilibrium and to recognize toxic dynamics. Imagine a relationship filled with constant negativity, dragging you into emotional turmoil. Marcus Aurelius advised that we control our reactions to emotions, not the emotions themselves. If jealousy or anger arises because of someone's actions, it's essential to reflect on these feelings and their root causes. A relationship that consistently evokes negative emotions is like a storm, constantly disrupting your inner peace. This is not the foundation of a healthy, supportive connection. It's crucial to address these issues through open, honest communication and self-reflection. If the negativity persists despite your best efforts, it's a sign that the relationship may be inherently toxic. Remember, Stoicism teaches us to prioritize our emotional well-being and to surround ourselves with people who uplift and inspire us. Seek relationships that contribute positively to your life, fostering peace and emotional stability. By doing so, you honor the Stoic principle of maintaining balance and serenity in your inner world. Number 15, constant drama. A relationship that feels more like a constant storm than a sanctuary is a clear signal that something is amiss. Stoicism places immense value on tranquility and inner peace, teaching us to cultivate a state of calm that remains undisturbed by external chaos. Imagine being in a relationship where drama and conflict are the norms rather than the exceptions. This ongoing turmoil can be emotionally exhausting and mentally draining, disrupting your peace and well-being. Marcus Aurelius and other Stoics emphasized the importance of maintaining our inner equanimity, suggesting that we should distance ourselves from sources of unnecessary disturbance. Constant drama in a relationship undermines your ability to live a life of virtue and tranquility. It's not just about the occasional argument, but about a pervasive pattern that leaves you feeling unsettled and stressed. The Stoics would advise taking a step back and evaluating the impact of this relationship on your mental and emotional health. It's essential to communicate your need for peace and set boundaries to protect your tranquility. If the drama continues despite your efforts, it may be time to consider moving on. Prioritize relationships that offer stability and support rather than chaos and conflict. By doing so, you align yourself with Stoic principles, fostering an environment where you can thrive and maintain your inner calm. Remember, your peace of mind is invaluable, and protecting it is a reflection of your commitment to living a life guided by wisdom and serenity. Reflecting on our relationships through the lens of Stoic wisdom empowers us to make decisions that align with our highest virtues and well-being. Ending a relationship, especially one with close friends or family, is never easy, but sometimes it is necessary for our personal growth and peace. Remember, it's not about cutting ties with cold indifference, but about creating a life filled with meaningful connections that uplift and inspire us. As we part ways today, I hope the insights shared have sparked a deeper understanding of how to navigate your relationships with wisdom and courage. If this video has resonated with you, I invite you to join our journey of exploration and growth. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with anyone who might benefit from these Stoic principles. Let's continue to cultivate lives of profound meaning and joy together. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Stay wise and keep striving for that inner tranquility.
Hey there. If you enjoyed this video, I'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment with the word wiser, so I know you watched till the very end. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more insights and updates. Thank you so much for your attention. Stay wise and awesome, and I'll see you in the next video.